Marysville Roundtable, a discussion on current events, sports, and entertainment.
Hello and welcome to the Roundtable. I'm Adam Orandino and I'm joined with Brian Butler, Stephen Hinkle, Nick Gates, and Nick Capello. And today we'll be diving into the NFL. So guys, what do you guys think about the surprise teams this year?
I think the Chiefs were probably the biggest surprise team this year. Everybody knew they had some talent, but just Patrick Mahomes coming in and really just showing off for everybody, I think they're probably the biggest surprise team.
Yeah, Patrick Mahomes and Tyreek Hill both connecting all the time. They're always on the same page. It's amazing that they're on the same level as like the Rams with how much talent they stack up compared to them.
I agree with that, but I think the Chicago Bears are also a surprise team. They picked up Cleo Mack, who's just a beast, and their defense is really good.
Yeah, Mack really made the whole team just go up to a whole nother level.
Oh yeah, they're playing top notch right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with Nick because I think like the Bears with their defense and they could like be really good contenders in the playoffs.
Yeah, those are all great teams, but I think personally the Texans. You know, last year they really lost their quarterback into Deshaun Watson, and they gained him back this year, and he's just really been blowing up. And they're 6-3 right now, and they're on fire. So, staying on the topic of surprise, let's go to players now. Who do you guys think are the surprise players of the year?
Definitely Patrick Mahomes. Just it's his second year in the league. He had last year to sit behind Alex Smith and learn everything all of his first year, and then coming in this year and throwing 4 touchdowns in his first game, and he hasn't looked back since, and he's on pace to win the MVP. Definitely a surprise.
I think not much of a surprise, but everyone didn't really see it coming as much was how well that Saquon Barkley's doing.
Yeah.
Everyone expected him to be good, but he's averaging something crazy, like a touchdown and a half a game and stuff like that. Like he's just running the Giants' offense.
Yeah, I agree with that. Saquon Barkley is a beast, and he's a player to be messed with.
Yeah, I agree that Brian about Patrick Mahomes that he's a really good quarterback, probably top 5 in the league.
Yeah, Ryan Fitzpatrick really shined.
Fitzmagic.
Yeah, he showed what he can do, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have been putting him out there, and he's just been showing it. Next, we're going to go to Offense and Defensive Rookie Player of the Year and just straight players as well. So what do you guys think about that?
Well, my pick for Offensive Rookie of the Year would definitely be Saquon because he's just an animal.
Yeah.
No one can really stop him, and the teams that do are like maybe the top notch in the league and everything like that. So he's pretty, I'd say he's in the running.
What do you think about Defensive Player of the Year for rookies?
I'm not really sure. It's a toss-up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with Steven. I would definitely say Barkley is definitely the rookie MVP for offense. In defense, like Steven said, it's a toss-up, and it's anybody's race right now.
I think for Offensive Player of the Year overall, I think it's got to be Mahomes, just how many touchdowns he has right now. But also a couple more that could sneak up in there would be Todd Gurley and Alvin Kamara. They're the 2 best running backs in the league. And for Defensive Player of the Year, I'd have to go Denzel Ward, the Defensive Rookie of the Year, Denzel Ward out of Ohio State. He's got a few picks already this year, and he's just locking down his side of the field.
Yeah, I definitely have to agree on offense with Saquon Barkley. He's just been like so good and helping for the Giants, and then defense, I'd say it's a toss-up. I don't really know.
Yeah, for Defensive Rookie of the Year, Derwin James from the Chargers and Bradley Chubb from the Broncos. They have had monster years too. Staying on predictions, what about the MVP?
The MVP, I would have to go Mahomes. He's just doing things that people have not seen in a while.
I would have to say Drew Brees. He seems unstoppable right now. The Saints offense, just a powerhouse, and he's leading the pack.
I'd have to say Todd Gurley because Rams are just a really good team, and he's probably the best player in that team. He's really good at getting rushing yards.
I would just have to say Mahomes because if you look at the 2 best quarterbacks with Drew Brees and Patrick Mahomes, they're both led their teams to 9-1 and 8-1 records right now. And Mahomes just has better stats. He's got more yards and more touchdowns this year.
It's so much more impressive that Mahomes can do it, though, because he didn't really play much last year. Second year, doing things that Drew Brees, a veteran of like over 8 years, it's incredible that he's keeping pace with them like this.
Yeah, those are really good predictions. I think I agree with all of them. So now we're going to go to the NFC North. What do you guys think? Like, who's going to be on top? Who's going to be on bottom?
I think on top, I would definitely just have to go with. I actually think that the Vikings can win the division just because the Bears are really good, but they've blown up a couple times, but they haven't been very consistent. And with the Lions in last place being terrible like always, I don't see them having a chance of winning it. And the Packers they're pretty solid, so I think I'm gonna have to go with the Vikings.
If I had to say a pick, I would say it would be between the Packers and the Vikings up at the top. Because like Brian said, the Bears are really good at times, but other times the inconsistency really kills them in their games. And Green Bay is really consistent, and they're also at a pretty high level. So I think them and the Vikings could battle it out.
Yeah, I think the Bears are leading the NFC North right now,
Yeah.
but I could see the Vikings catching up to them. And between the Vikings and Packers, it's a toss-up, but I would say the Vikings could take the Packers, and the Lions, they're just way down there, and I can't see them ever coming back from it.
Yeah, I think the Bears. I think Mitchell Trubisky has been really shining this year, and I think he's really going to do something. And I think he's going to lead the Bears to the top and maybe even a playoff appearance. So sticking into the NFC North, what do you guys think about the Lions this year? What can they do to better their team? And
Tank. They just have to tank and hope for next year. There's nothing we can really do now. It's already so bad.
It's just, I think basically even the owner, like all the fans are confused if they're rebuilding or they're trying to contend. And I think even the ownership and the general managers are confused, like trading away Golden Tate or trading for the defensive tackle that they got from the Dolphins. They're looking like they're trying to buy and contend. And then the next week they trade away Golden Tate for some first-round picks. So I think that they're just lost right now, and Stafford is not living up to his contract, but nobody wants to buy his contract at all.
yeah, so we're going to move away from the Lions because obviously they're not going to make the playoffs, but we're going to go to playoff predictions now. Who do you guys think will make the wild card? And who's going to be, on top in the playoffs?
For wild card, I think that the Rams are going to get the wild card in their division just because they're right behind. They're in second place in their division right now, and Philip Rivers is rolling, and I think that they're going to sneak in there.
Yeah, well, the Chargers, I think is what you meant. The Rams pretty much have
Oh, yeah, I meant the
their
Chargers.
division closed up. Wild card, I'm not really sure. Obviously, the Lions aren't making any, but I don't know. Anything could happen. There's still a few games left.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say the Chargers too. I agree with them.
All right, so finally, Super Bowl predictions. Who do you guys think?
I would want to see a Saints and Rams Super Bowl.
Yeah, I'm going to say Saints and Chiefs, but that's all we have for today. So thank you for joining us today on the Roundtable, and make sure to join us next time on M6, your hometown station.
Marysville Roundtable, a discussion on current events, sports, and entertainment.